Yeah. Good evening, children.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good
Good
evening.
evening, ma'am.
Good evening,
Good
children.
evening, ma'am.
Good evening, children.
ma'am.
Good evening. Yeah. So of these 8 questions, we'll discuss the answers to the first one, second one, third one. 4 and 5 is just substituting and finding the corresponding values, like substituting for, in the fourth one, substituting for F and finding C, or, putting C's value and finding the corresponding F's value. So 4 and 5 will work, and I'll share the answer on WhatsApp. 4, 5, and in fact 6 also. Okay. And also 7 and 8. Because 7 and 8 is more of 8th standard. But then questions like this, solving an equation for X may be asked. So which is why I thought I'd include. So which means we'll discuss the answers to 1, 2, and 3. The rest of it is not really of 9th standard. It's just substituting and calculating or solving for X, for which I'll share the answer on WhatsApp so you can check it. Okay. I think for this I have the answer. Please check your answer. Just wait for 2 minutes. Check your answer with what you see on the screen, and then we'll discuss. All right. So here we are not asked to plot. See what's given. ABCD is a square. Coordinates of A and C are given to you. You have to write the coordinates of B and D. So, it's not mandatory to plot, but you can always plot so that you're sure about your answer. You can always plot, but this graph is optional. It's not asked in the question, but you can always, even if you're not provided a graph paper, you can just draw the X and Y axis, mark off the points, plot, and answer the question. Okay. So you can make out from the graph that the coordinates of B and D are -7, 7 and 7, -7 respectively. This is the point A, and this is the point C. So these will be the points B and D. Or you can mark B here and D here also, because it's not mentioned that the quadrants in which the vertices lie is not mentioned. So you can also take B here. You can take B here and D here. You can do that. See, I've marked B here and D here, na? You can also mark B here and D here. D here. A, B, C, D. Or A, B, C, D, like this. Okay. So that's about the coordinates of B and D. Now, equation of AB. See here. This is the line segment AB. This is the line segment AB. So the equation of, see, a line segment is a part of a line. A line segment is a part of a line. So when you produce this, it's a line. A line segment is a part of a line. So equation of the line segment or equation of the line, okay? Both will be the same. The equation of this line segment will be the same as the equation of the line on which this line segment lies. The equation will be the same. The equation of this line and the equation of this line segment, both are the same because this line segment is a part of this line. Okay. So now we see that AB is parallel to the y-axis. So its equation will be of the form x is equal to a, or x is equal to a number. AB is parallel to the y-axis. So its equation will be x is equal to a number. Now it's the line segment AB is to the left of the y-axis, so it will be negative. And the distance is 7 units. So x is equal to minus 7 is the equation of the side AB. So when you take minus 7 to the other side, x plus 7 is equal to 0 is the equation. You can also do like this. So when you find the address of this point, this will be minus 7 comma 2. This one will be minus 7 comma 4. This one will be minus 7 comma 6. So you see that the x coordinate on this line segment, if you take any point, the x coordinate is always minus 7. On the side AB or on the line segment AB, when you take any point, its x coordinate is always minus 7. So x is equal to minus 7 is the equation of the side AB, or x plus 7 is equal to 0. BC. BC is parallel to the x-axis. So its equation will be of the form y is equal to a number. Okay. Now it's parallel to the x-axis and it's above the x-axis. So then it's positive. If it's below, it's negative. Above, positive. And the distance is 7 units. The distance is 7 units because 7, right? You understand. This is 6, this is 8, and this is 7. The distance is 7 units. So plus 7. Or y minus 7 is equal to 0. CD. Side CD is parallel to the y-axis. Side CD is parallel to the y-axis. So its equation will be of the form x is equal to a number. And CD is to the right of the y-axis. So right side, positive. Distance of the side CD from the y-axis is 7 units. So x is equal to 7. X is equal to plus 7, or x minus 7 is equal to 0. Equation of AD. AD. AD is parallel to the x-axis. Side AD is parallel to the x-axis. So its equation will be of the form y is equal to b, or y is equal to a number. Now AD lies below the x-axis. So it will be negative. And the distance is 7 units. So y is equal to minus 7. Or y plus 7 is equal to 0 is the equation of the side AD. That's about the first answer. Okay. A and C, A is minus 1, comma minus 1. That's here. And C, 1, comma 1. C is 1, comma 1. This is C. So this will be B, and this will be D. Or if this is B, this is D. So let's take, say, B here and D here. Okay. So this is the square. This is the square. So what will be the address of B, children? What will be the address of B? Address of B, 1, comma minus 1. And address of D, minus 1, comma 1. Minus 1, comma 1. Address of D, minus 1, comma 1. Address of B, 1, comma minus 1. Got this, all of you?
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Yes,
You can
ma'am.
also give this answer. You can also say this is B and this is D. Both are fine. You can also say that. B is unless and otherwise they specify the quadrants in which the vertices lie. If they specify that B lies in the second quadrant or B lies in the fourth quadrant, then you understand. Then it will be a fixed address for B and D. But because we have no specifications here, if this is B, then this is D. If this is B, then this is D. Now coming to the equations of the sides. Equation of AB. Equation of AB. So AB, side AB is parallel to the x-axis. So its equation will be of the form y is equal to a number. It's below, so negative. Distance 1. So y is equal to -1 or y plus 1 is equal to 0 is the equation of the side AB. You should present your answer like this, children, like the earlier one, like this, okay? BC. Side BC is parallel to the y-axis. So its equation will be of the form x is equal to a number. And BC lies to the right side of the y-axis, right side, positive. And distance, 1 unit. Distance, 1 unit. So x is equal to 1 or x minus 1 is equal to 0. You don't have to write plus actually. You don't have to mention this plus sign. So x is equal to 1 or x minus 1 is equal to 0 is the equation of the side BC. CD. Side CD is parallel to the x-axis. So its equation will be of the form y is equal to a number. CD is above the x-axis. So it will be positive. And the distance is 1 unit. So y is equal to 1 or y minus 1 is equal to 0 is the equation of the side CD. AD. AD is parallel to the y-axis. So its equation will be of the form x is equal to a number. AD lies to the left. Right is positive, left is negative. Above is positive, below is negative. So AD lies to the left of the y-axis, so negative. And the distance is 1 unit. Or x plus 1 is equal to 0 is the equation of the side AD. You must present the answer like the earlier one here, children. Equation of AB is, equation of BC is like this, okay? Yeah, take a screenshot if you want. Take a screenshot. Okay, next one. The images are to show. Okay. All right. Now, side AB of the rectangle. Tell me, children, is parallel to which axis? AB is parallel to which axis, children? X-axis or y-axis?
X-axis one.
X-axis. So its equation will be of the form
Y is equal to 0.
y is equal to 0, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, y is equal to -40.
Y is equal to minus
40.
40. Correct. Y is equal to -40. So equation of side AB. AB is parallel to the x-axis. So its equation will be of the form y is equal to a number. Now AB is below the x-axis. So it will be negative. The number is a negative number. And the distance between the side AB, the distance between the side AB and the x-axis is 40 units. So y is equal to minus 40 or y plus 40 is equal to 0 is the equation of the side AB. Equation of side BC. Of side BC. Tell me, BC is parallel to? BC is parallel to which axis? X or Y?
Y-axis, miss.
No, y-axis.
Yeah, so its equation will be of the form?
Ma'am, x is equal to
X is equal to some number.
18.
Okay. X is equal to some number. Now, does the side BC lie to the right of the y-axis or left of the y-axis?
Right.
So then is it positive or negative?
Positive.
Okay. And what's the distance between the y-axis and the line?
4.
Okay.
18.
18. X minus 18 is equal to 0. Rahul, thank you for your participation. But I think there is some background noise from your house, so kindly disable your mic.
Okay.
Yeah. You can use a headset if you have one, then that shouldn't be a problem.
Ma'am, I'm using one except only, ma'am, but there's my bike in my except.
Okay. Next, equation of side CD. Now, side CD is a part of the x-axis. So whatever is the equation of the x-axis is the equation of side CD. The equation of a line and any segment of the line is the same. Okay, the equation of a line and any segment of that line. If you take a small piece from that line, all of them will have the same equation. Okay, so see here, this line has an equation. Now, if you take a segment from this line, PQ, the equation of PQ is the same as the equation of this line. If you take another segment, say MN on this line, the equation of MN is the same as the equation of this line. So the equation of a line and any segment of that line is the same, will be the same. Now you see that CD lies on the x-axis. So whatever is so CD is a segment of the x-axis, meaning CD is a part of the x-axis. So whatever is the equation of the x-axis, what is the equation of the x-axis? What's the equation of the x-axis?
Y is equal to
Y is
0.
equal to 0.
Y is equal to 0. So since CD lies on the x-axis and the equation of the x-axis is y is equal to 0, equation of CD is also y is equal to 0 because CD is a part of the x-axis. And then equation of side AD. And yeah, this is 18 children. See, this is 16. This is 18, sorry, 20. So this one is 18. This is 18. This distance is 18 units. 18. See, this is 2, 4, 6, 8. This is 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So distance is 18. This distance is 18. Okay, equation of side AD. Now AD is parallel to the y-axis. Side AD is parallel to the y-axis. So its equation will be of the form x is equal to a number. Now AD is to the right of the y-axis. So it will be positive. And the distance of AD from the y-axis is 4 units. Is 4 units.
Oh.
So x minus 4 is equal to 0 is the equation of the side CD. So Saispriti, you looked a little confused. Is it okay now? Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So if it's parallel to the x-axis, it will be y is equal to. If it's parallel to the y-axis, if a line is parallel to the x-axis, equation will be y is equal to. If a line is parallel to the y-axis, its equation will be x is equal to. Then for the with respect to the y-axis, we have the right side and the left side. With respect to the y-axis, we have the right side and the left side. The line can be to the right of the y-axis or to the left of the y-axis. Right side positive, left side negative. With respect to the x-axis, the line can lie above the x-axis or below the x-axis. So if it lies above positive, below negative, then the number is the distance. That number is nothing but the distance between the line and the respective axis, the x-axis or the y-axis. That's all. And then you will have to bring that number to the left-hand side to write the equation in the standard form. Bring everything to one side and say equal to 0. That will be the equation in the standard form. Okay. So we don't have graph, but we do have making or constructing equations from word problems. So some information is given to you and you'll have to construct an equation for the information given. So earlier we had to construct the equation and also make the graph for the same. So now that graph is deleted. However, we have word problems where we have to construct equations of the information given. So see here, the sum of the abscissa and twice the ordinate of a point is 11. The sum meaning plus. The sum of what? The abscissa, x, and twice the ordinate, meaning 2y. Twice meaning 2 times, 2 into 2y. The sum is 11. So the required equation is x plus 2y is equal to 11. The sum plus of what and what? The sum of the abscissa. Abscissa is the x coordinate. So the sum of the abscissa and twice the ordinate, 2 times the y coordinate, 2 times the y coordinate of a point is means equal to, is means equal to 11. This is a required equation. Agree, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The
Yes,
cost
ma'am.
of, yeah, good. The cost of half dozen eggs is the same as the cost of 1 packet of bread. The cost of half a dozen of eggs is the same as the cost of 1 packet of bread. So we'll say let the cost of an egg be rupees X. Let the cost of a packet of bread be rupees Y. So the cost of half a dozen of eggs, meaning 6 eggs, a dozen a unit of 12. 12 units make 1 dozen. 12 units make a dozen. So half a dozen meaning 6 units. 6 eggs. 6 eggs. So the cost of half a dozen of eggs meaning 6 eggs. 1 egg, X rupees. 6 eggs, 6 eggs. 1 egg, X rupees. So 6 eggs will be X plus X plus X plus X plus X plus X. 6x is the same as the cost of 1 packet of bread is equal to Y. This is the cost of 6 eggs and this is the cost of 1 packet of bread. Both are equal. So 6x is equal to Y is the equation. 6x is the cost of 6 eggs and Y is the cost of 1 bread packet. Both are the same. Both are equal. So 6x is equal to Y or 6x minus Y is equal to 0 is the equation. A and B have some erasers. A and B have some erasers. So let the number of erasers with A be X and with B, or let me write it again. Let the number of erasers with B be Y. Okay. So A and B have some A and B have some erasers. So A has X erasers and B has Y erasers. A said to B, if you will give me 10, okay, A says to B, we'll just write X and Y on both the sides, children, and put an equal to sign. You will understand why. We'll just write X and Y on both the sides and put an equal to sign. Now you will understand. A said to B, if you will give me 10 erasers. Okay, so who's giving? A is giving or B is giving? Who's giving?
A.
Ma'am, B said to her.
Who's the receiver? Who's the giver?
Ma'am, A said to B.
A, ma'am.
A asked B to give to Nelson.
Yeah, A asked B. A said to B, if you give me 10 erasers, so A, B has to give. A will receive. If B has to give,
Minus 10.
yeah. If A will receive,
10 plus 10.
Plus 10.
yeah. Yeah, disable your mic, children. A said to B, if you have, Rahul, you have to disable your mic. Yeah, I will have meaning A will have twice the erasers left with you. A will have, this is A. A will have meaning equal to twice the erasers. This is what is left with B, right? This is what will be left with B. B has Y. If he gives 10, minus 10. See, if you have 50, minus 10. This is what is left with you. 40 is left with you. So Y minus 10 is what will be left with B. He'll have twice the erasers left with B. So twice meaning 2 into. See, we'll do it again. A has X. Put an equal to sign. B has Y. Okay. Now B has to give. If B has to give, he will have 10 erasers less, so minus 10. A is receiving, so he'll have 10 erasers more, so plus 10. Now when B gives and A receives, what will be the equation like? A said to B, if you will give me 10 erasers, I will have, that means A will have meaning equal to. So this is what A has, X plus 10. A originally had only X. Now he's got 10 from B. So now A has X plus 10. And now B has Y minus 10. So he says I will have. So A will have meaning equal to, will have twice, meaning 2 into. Twice the erasers left with you. So twice what is left with B. So 2 into B. Whatever is in words, you should just, convert that to an equation. Just read and keep constructing the equation. So A says I will have. How much A has? X plus 10. I will have. This is what A has. Will have meaning equal to twice 2. The erasers left with you. Left with B. What is left with B? By minus 10. So A originally has X. After he receives, he will have X plus 10. A will have, I will have. So A has, will have meaning equal to twice 2. The erasers left with B. How much is left with B? Y minus 10. Because he's given 10 to A, right? So he'll be left with Y minus 10. So twice Y minus 10. So X plus 10 is equal to 2Y minus 20. X minus 2Y plus 10. 1 second. X plus 10 is equal to 2Y minus 20. X minus 2Y plus 10 plus 20 is equal to 0. X minus 2Y plus 30 is equal to 0. Is a required equation. Is the required. If the length of a rectangle is decreased by 3 units and the breadth is increased by 4 units, then the area will increase by 9 square units. So let the original length be X units. Let the original breadth be Y units. Therefore, original area of the rectangle is equal to X into Y, L into B, right? L into B or X into Y square units. So XY square units. Now what's the new length? New length is equal to, if the length of the rectangle is decreased by 3 units. So new length is X minus 3. X minus 3 units. And the breadth is increased by 4. So new breadth is equal to Y plus 4 units. Then the area will increase by 9 square units. So new area of rectangle is equal to, the area will increase by 9 square units. So what was the original area? XY. Now the area increases by 9 square units. So plus 9. Plus 9. Correct? Then the area will increase by 9 square units. Get it, children? The original area is XY. Now the area increases by 9 square units. So XY plus 9. So how will you construct the equation? This is only the assumption part. So new length into new breadth is equal to the new area. What's the new length? X minus 3. What's the new breadth? Y plus 4. What's the new area? Xy plus 9. Let's go back to this one. See, you need to assume the original length and breadth. So here I've called it X and Y. So if the length is X and breadth is Y, then the original area will be length into breadth, X into Y, XY square units. Now the length is decreased by 3. So the new length is X minus 3. And the breadth is increased by 4. So the new breadth is Y plus 4. Now the new area, it's given that the area will increase by 9 square units. So what is the original area? XY. So the new area will increase by 9 square units. So XY plus 9 square units is the original, is the new area. Now how do you construct the equation? New length into new breadth is equal to new area. This is all only assumption. Okay, so this is the equation. New length into new breadth is equal to new area. There's a new length, there's a new breadth is equal to the new area. So we have X into Y plus 4 minus 3 into Y plus 4. This is how we multiply, right? First term into the second bracket, second term into the second bracket is equal to XY plus 9. So multiply XY plus 4X minus 3Y minus 12 is equal to XY plus 9. So XY on either side gets cancelled. 4X minus 3Y minus 12 minus 9 is equal to 0. So 4X minus 3Y minus 21 is equal to 0 is the required equation. All right, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Yeah,
can you show the previous slide?
yeah, sure.
Yeah, ma'am.
The cost of a toy horse is ₹5 less than 4 times the cost of a ball. So let the cost of a toy horse be ₹X, and let the cost of a ball be ₹Y. So as we read, we'll keep constructing the equation. The cost of a toy horse is. So what is the cost of a toy horse? X. Is means equal to. Is stands for equal to. Is, was, will be. All this means equal to. So the cost of a toy horse is X is equal to ₹5 less than 5. See, whatever comes, after less than, more than, that you should write first. Okay, you should write whatever comes after less than or more than, less than, more than, whatever comes after than, that should come first. That you should write first. So what comes after than, less than? 4 times the cost of a ball. So what is 4 times the cost of a ball? The cost of a ball is Y. 4 times the cost of a ball is 4Y. Now put minus 5. 5 less than, no? If it's 5 more than, then it will be plus 5. 5 less than, so minus 5. Whatever comes after less than, more than, after the than, that you should write first. So what comes after less than? What comes after less than? 4 times the cost of a ball. So the cost of a ball is y. 4 times the cost of the ball is 4y. And what do you mean by 5 less? Minus 5. What is S equal to? What's the cost of a toy horse? X. Cost of a toy horse? X. S means equal to rupees 5 less minus 5. 4 times the cost of a ball, 4y. So X is equal to, you must write 4y first because it comes after less than. It comes after than, no? Whatever comes after than, you should write that first. So X is equal to 4y minus 5. So bring all the terms to one side. X minus 4y plus 5 is equal to 0 is the required equation. Two batsmen A and B scored a total of 150 runs in a cricket match. So let A score B X. Let B score B Y. Let A score B X and B score B Y. What's the equation? Tell me. What will be the equation?
X plus y is equal to 150 runs.
X plus Y. X plus Y is equal to 150 is the required equation. X plus Y is equal to
Or x plus y minus 150 is equal to 0.
Oh, say I forgot. Thank you. X plus Y minus 150 is equal to 0. Yes, in the standard form. Thank you, Rahul. Okay. The auto rickshaw fare in a city is rupees 15 for the first 2 kilometers and at rupees 5 per kilometer for subsequent distance covered. Okay, so if you take an auto rickshaw for the first 2 kilometers, the fare is fixed. You'll have to pay 15 rupees. And for the subsequent distance, that is for the remaining distance, you cover, you will have to pay at the rate of 5 rupees per kilometer. I will just take an example. Supposing you take the auto rickshaw and travel, say, 20 kilometers. Okay, you travel 20 kilometers. So how will you, pay the fare to the automan? So it will be like this. You will be paying him for the first 2 kilometers. You will be calculating for the first 2 kilometers separately and for the remaining 18 kilometers separately. The fare is different for the first 2 kilometers and for the subsequent distance. Subsequent distance is 18 kilometers. This is your total journey, total distance covered. Total distance covered is equal to, we'll assume, okay, covered is equal to 20 kilometers. So how will you calculate the auto fare? So 20 you will divide into 2 kilometers and 18 kilometers. So what's the fare for the first 2 kilometers? 5 rupees. Sorry, 15 rupees. Rupees 15. And what is the rate per kilometer for the subsequent distance? It will be 18 into
90.
90. So how much will you pay the automan?
Not 5.
105 rupees. So if you travel 20 kilometers, you have to pay for the first 2 kilometers 15 rupees. And for the remaining distance, which is 18 kilometers, you will have to pay at the rate of 5 rupees per kilometer. So this is how you will be calculating. 18 into 5, 90. And for the first 2 kilometers, 15 rupees. So 90 plus 15, 105. Okay. So here you must say let the total distance covered. Okay, before that, let me tell you, how did we, 1 minute, just come back to this one. So 20 kilometers, 2 kilometers, 18 kilometers. For this, it is rupees 15. And for this, it is 18 into 5, which is rupees 90. So how will you, write the equation for this? 15 rupees plus 18 into 5
Daddy.
is equal to 90.
Daddy.
Rahul, kindly
the
disable
Amma
your
phone.
mic, Rahul.
Sorry, ma'am.
Yeah. So this is how we'll construct the equation. 15 plus 18 into 5 is equal to, sorry, my God, is equal to 105. 15 rupees plus 18 into 5 is equal to 105. This is how you'll calculate the auto fare. So what is 15 here? It's the charge for the first 2 kilometers. And what is 18? It's the remaining distance. And what's 5? The rate per kilometer. And this is the total fare. Okay. Now, see here, children, listen carefully. Now, this 5 rupees is given in the question. Okay. And this 15 rupees is also given in the question. So what is not given? The distance you have covered. What is not given? What is the total distance you covered? I don't, meaning it's not given. So we'll take that as X. And what's the total fare you paid the automan? We'll take that as Y. Whatever is not given, we have to assume variables for them. See, now look at this. It's easy to understand. Sometimes you will be given that information also. Take this one as X and this one as Y. But when it's not given, you should know what to assume as X and Y. I'm sure all of you understood this equation. Now I'm saying in this equation, this 15 rupees is a charge for the first 2 kilometers. 15 rupees is given to you in the question. So you don't have to assume anything for this. 18, what is 18? It's the remaining distance. 18 is the remaining distance. So we don't know the total distance covered. So you can take that as X or Y. This 5 rupees is given in the question. 105, what is 105? The total fare. So the two things which are not given in the question are total fare and the total distance covered. Total distance covered. So you should assume these two things. Anything can be X. One is X, the other is Y. There's nothing that this should be X and that should be Y. So we have to assume for these two. We have to assume the total fare and the total distance. Okay. Okay. So let the total distance covered be X kilometers. Let the total fare, total auto fare be rupees Y. Because if you read the statement, if you read the information, what is the total distance covered? Not given. What's the total fare you have settled the automan? It's not given. You're given it as 5 rupees per kilometer. But how many kilometers did you travel? We don't know. Right? Okay. So these are the two things you have to assume in order to construct the equation. So now let's do it. The fare for the first 2 kilometers is 15 rupees. So 15 plus the fare for the remaining distance. The total distance is X. So the remaining distance will be X minus 2. into 5 rupees. So I'll just put that 5 here. Now when you add these two, you will get the total fare, which is y. So this is the equation. This is the equation. I can write it in words for you and then substitute. Fare for the first 2 kilometers, plus fare for the remaining, total distance is x, no? So x minus 2 kilometers is equal to the total fare. This is the equation in words. This is how you will be calculating the total fare. You have to pay the automan. Fare for the first 2 kilometers plus fare for the remaining x minus 2 kilometers. Why x minus 2? Because x is the total distance you have covered, like 20. 20 minus 2, 18 kilometers in the example we took. So similarly here, the total distance is x. But you've the fare for the first 2 kilometers is fixed. And you have to calculate only for the remaining distance. So the remaining distance is x minus 2. So fare for the first 2 kilometers plus fare for the remaining x minus 2 kilometers is equal to the total fare. Fare for the first 2 kilometers, 15, plus the fare for the remaining x minus 2 kilometers is 5 rupees per kilometer. So 5 rupees into x minus 2. For 1 kilometer, 5 rupees. For x minus 2 kilometers, x minus 2 into 5. When you add these two fares, you will get the total fare, which we have assumed as y is equal to y. So 15 plus 5x minus 10 is equal to y. So 15 minus 10 is 5. So 5x minus y plus 5 is equal to 0 is a required equation. Yeah, now you tell me. Tell me what we have to assume. Let we should assume the total distance and the total fare, children. Total distance and total fare. Let the total distance covered be x kilometers. Let the total fare be rupees y. Fare for the first 2 kilometers plus fare for the remaining totally x kilometers minus 2 is the remaining distance. So fare for the remaining x minus 2 kilometers is equal to the total fare, the total money. So fare for the first 2 kilometers, 15 rupees plus 1 kilometer, 5 rupees. X minus 2 kilometers, 5 into x minus 2 is equal to the total fare, y. So 15 plus 5x minus 10 is equal to y. When you take everything on one side, 5x minus y plus 5 is equal to 0 is the required equation. Children, I just need to take a call. Please try this one. I'll just come back. Yeah, thank you, children. A family spends rupees 800 as a fixed monthly amount on rice and extra rice at rupees 25 per kg. Okay, a family spends rupees 800 as a fixed monthly amount on rice and an extra rice at rupees 25 per kg. So how much extra they buy, we don't know. So X. And this fixed expenditure plus this variable expenditure together, what is the total expenditure? We don't know. So that is Y. The fixed expenditure on rice is 800. Okay. The variable expenditure on rice, 25 rupees for 1 kg. Okay, but how many kgs do they buy? X. Now this fixed cost of 800 plus the variable cost 25 into X. What is the total cost? Y. Fixed cost plus variable cost is equal to the total expenditure on rice. Okay, what's the fixed cost? 800. What's the variable cost? 25 rupees per kg. How many kgs they buy? It's variable. It's a variable cost. So X. So you have to take a variable for that. So X. X can be 2 kgs, 4 kgs, 6 kgs, depending on the requirement, for that particular month. So the variable cost is 25X. So we assume that they buy X kgs extra. So the variable cost is 25 into X. Now when you add these two, is the total expenditure on rice. How much is the total expenditure on rice? We don't know. So that is Y. So you need to assume let X be the extra rice they purchase. Let the extra quantity of rice purchased be X and let the total expenditure be Y. Let the total expenditure on rice be Y. I'll write it again. This is the expenditure on rice alone. Okay. So fixed cost plus variable cost is equal to the total cost or total expenditure on rice. Fixed 800 plus variable cost 1 kilogram 25 rupees. How many kilograms do they buy? Not given because that's a variable cost. So let the extra quantity of rice purchased be X. Let the extra quantity of rice purchased be X. All right. So what will be the variable cost? 1 kg 25 rupees. So X kgs 25 into X or 25X. 1 kg 25 rupees. X kgs 25 into X is equal to the total expenditure. Total expenditure is not given. This plus this is how much is not given. So let that be Y. So this is the equation. So you have to assume this one and this one. This is the extra quantity of rice purchased and this is the total expenditure on rice. So let the extra quantity of rice purchased be X kgs. Let the extra quantity of rice purchased be X kgs. Let the total expenditure on rice be rupees Y. So the fixed cost, this is the equation, fixed cost plus the variable cost is equal to the total cost. Fixed cost is 800. The variable cost is 25 into X and the total cost is Y. So 25x minus y plus 800 is equal to 0 is the required equation. Clear, children? Yeah, class user emoji, raise your hand. Smriti, Nuved, Wahid, Shreya, Surya, Gayatri, Arni, Haridarshan, Jayant, Anita, Divitra, Sanjay, Rahul. Okay. Sachin, are you there? Sachin, are you there?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, thank you. Yeah, now please answer this question, children. Understood? All of you understood this one?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let me just check for more important questions. Just a minute. Okay, everything looks important. We'll do it in the same order. Yeah. So we'll say let the cost of one table be rupees X. Let the cost of one chair be rupees Y. So one table X rupees, two tables 2X plus one chair Y rupees, three chairs 3Y. Now the total cost, that is the cost of two tables and the cost of three chairs is equal to 3,500. Write the equation in words first. Cost of two tables plus cost of three chairs is equal to total cost. The cost of two tables 2X. Cost of three chairs 3Y. Total cost 3,500. Standard form 2X plus 3Y minus 3,500 is equal to 0. Half the perimeter of a rectangular park is 40 meters. Half the perimeter of a rectangular park is 40 meters. The formula to find the rectangle is 2 into L plus B. Okay. So we are given that 2 into L plus B. You can take the length as X. Let the length be X meters. Let the breadth be Y meters. Therefore, perimeter is equal to 2 into L plus B, 2 into X plus Y. 2 into L plus B, which is 2 into X plus Y meters. What is half the perimeter? Half the perimeter. Half the perimeter is equal to, correct, half divide by 2. Whatever is the perimeter, divide by 2. That will be half the perimeter, which is X plus Y. So this X plus Y is 40. X plus Y is equal to 40. Half the perimeter is 40. What is half the perimeter? X plus Y. And that is 40 meters. So X plus Y is equal to 40, or X plus Y minus 40 is equal to 0 is a required equation. Length X, breadth Y. Perimeter 2 into L plus B, 2 into X plus Y. Half the perimeter, divide by 2. So 2 and 2 gets cancelled. So half the perimeter is X plus Y. And that is 40. So X plus Y is equal to 40. Or X plus Y minus 40 is equal to 0 is a required equation. After 5 years, the age of the father will be 2 times the age of his son. So we'll make a table. We'll make a table. So father Okay. So let the present age of the son be X and the father be Y. After 5 years, the son's age will be X plus 5 and the father's age will be Y plus 5. The two characters here are son and father. And we have something about their present ages and ages after 5 years. So that's what we've assumed. Let the son's present age be X. Let the father's present age be Y. So the age of the son after 5 years, X plus 5. Age of father after 5 years, Y plus 5. Now, to construct the equation, you should use their ages after 5 years only, because here after 5 years, so you should use only these assumptions. After 5 years. So after 5 years, it's about X plus 5 and Y plus 5. After 5 years, the age of the father, that is Y plus 5, will be equal to 2 times 2 into age of a son, X plus 5. This is the equation. Because it is after 5 years, you should use the assumptions we have made after 5 years, not the present ages. Son's percentage X, father's percentage Y. After 5 years, son's age X plus 5. After 5 years, father's age Y plus 5. Now, as you read, you can just construct the equation. So after 5 years, which means we have to use only these assumptions. After 5 years, the age of the father, Y plus 5, will be equal to 2 times 2 into age of a son, X plus 5. So the required equation is y plus 5 is equal to 2 into x plus 5. So y plus 5 is equal to 2x plus 10. Bring everything on one side. 2x minus y minus 5 plus 10 is equal to 0, or 2x minus y plus 5 is equal to 0 is the required equation. Sorry. When 5 times the larger of the two numbers is divided by the smaller, we'll just say smaller one, okay? When 5 times the larger of the two numbers is divided by the smaller one, the quotient and remainder are 2 and 9 respectively. Okay, so we'll say let the larger number be x. Let the smaller number be y. Now, look at this division process. Look at this, children. When 5 times the larger of the two numbers, which is the larger one, x, 5 times the larger of the two numbers, 5x. When this is divided by the smaller one, when it is divided by the smaller one, the quotient and remainder are 2 and 9 respectively. The quotient is 2 and something, and the remainder is 9. You'll have to assume the larger number and the smaller number. You can say let the smaller number be x and the larger number be y. You can assume anything to x and y. So that order is not important. So here we have taken larger number x and smaller number y. When 5 times the larger of the two numbers, so we have assumed x is the larger number. When 5 times the larger of the two numbers is divided by the smaller one, the quotient is 2 and the remainder is 9. So how will we construct the equation? Using the division algorithm. Dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus the remainder. Dividend is 5x is equal to divisor is y into quotient 2 plus the remainder 9. So 5x is equal to 2y plus 9, or 5x minus 2y minus 9 is equal to 0 is the required equation. Correct, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you. All of us understand this? Any questions? Please ask me.
No, sir.
No doubts,
Okay.
ma'am.
I'll let you. Good. Next one. Age of a father 5 years ago. Ago is past. So now we are in 2024. 5 years ago, 2019. Okay, so 5 years back. Age of father 5 years ago was 2 years more than 7 times the age of his son at that time. Okay, so we'll again make this table. Okay. Let the son's present age be X and let the father's present age be Y. So the age of the son 5 years ago would have been X minus 5. And the age of the father 5 years ago would have been Y minus 5. Now, age of the father 5 years ago. Age of the father 5 years ago. So this is Y minus 5. Was means equal to. 2 years more than. 2 years more, no? So it will be plus 2. But we know whatever comes after more than or less than, we should write that first. So more than 7 times. 7 times means 7 into. Age of the sun at that time. What was the age of the sun at that time? X minus 5. At that time is 5 years ago. Okay. So the age of the sun at that time. So 7 into X minus 5. Age of the father 5 years ago. So Y minus 5 was equal to 2 years more. So plus 2. 7 times 7 into the age of his son at that time. That means 5 years ago. X minus. So the equation is Y minus Y minus 5 is equal to, you should not write 2 first. Whatever comes after more than or less than, you should write that first. So 7 into X minus 5 first and then plus 2. So Y minus 5 is equal to, excuse me. So Y minus 5 is equal to 7X minus 35 plus 2. So Y minus 5 is equal to 7X minus 33. So 7X minus Y minus 33 plus 5 is equal to 0. Correct? 7X minus Y minus 28 is equal to 0 is a required equation. Right. Next one. Any questions here, children?
No, ma'am.
No questions, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, we'll just try this one and wind up the session for today. A number is 20. A number is 1 minute. A number is 27 more than the number obtained by reversing its digits. There is a mistake with this statement, children, because it's not mentioned if it's a 2-digit number or a 3-digit number. Mostly it is a 2-digit number, but since it's not mentioned, we'll not try this. I'll take up this question. So the sum of a 2-digit number and the number obtained by reversing its digits is 121. The sum of a 2-digit number and the number obtained by reversing the order of the digits is 121. Okay. Or if I'll just write statements, let the ones digit be X. Let the tens digit be Y. So it's like this. Ones, tens, x, y. Okay, so therefore the original number is equal to, see now we'll go down to third standard or fourth standard where we used to write a number in its expanded form. So if you're given the number 579, how do you write this number in the expanded form? So you'll write the place values
500 plus 770 plus 9.
Yeah, correct. You will multiply the digit 5 with the respective place value into 100 plus 7, the digit 7 with its place, multiply the digit with the respective place value. So into 10 plus multiply the digit with the respective place value, 9 into 1. This is how we write a number in the expanded form. We multiply the digit with the respective place value, 5 into 100 plus 7 into 10 plus 9 into 1. So that's how we are supposed to write the original number here also. So here the original number is y into 10, y into 10, y into 10 plus x into 1, x into 1, which is 10y plus x, 10y plus x. That's the expression for the original number. Now the digits are reversed. The digits are reversed. So when the digits are reversed, when the digits are reversed, what happens? X comes here and y here. When the digits are reversed, the new number is x into 10 plus y into 1, which is 10x plus y. Now we have got the expressions for the original number and the new number. Somebody's mic is enabled. Please disable your mic. Now we have got the expressions for the original number and the new number. Now what is the information? The sum, okay, let me write it in words. Original number plus new number is equal to 121. This is the information. The sum, that is when you add the two-digit number and the number obtained by reversing its digits. The sum is 121, which means the original number. Disable your mic. Giant Aditya, disable your mic. Original number plus new number is equal to 121. What's the original number? What's the expression for the original number? 10y plus x. What's the expression for the new number? 10x plus y is equal to 121. The expression for the original number plus the expression for the new number is equal to 121. Original number plus new number is 121. Now x plus 10x is 11x plus x plus, 10y plus y is 11y is equal to 121. I'll just write this again. I want to fit it in the slide. I'll just. Yeah. So now 10x plus x, 11x plus 10y plus y, 11y is equal to 121. 11 common, x plus y is equal to 121. So x plus y is equal to 121 divided by 11. 11 ones are 11 11s are. Okay, I still don't have place. I'll just continue here. Okay, so we have x plus y is equal to 11, right? So the equation is x plus y minus 11 is equal to 0. This is the required equation. 121 by 11 is 11. So x plus y is equal to 11, or x plus y minus 11 is equal to 0. I'll just share the rest of the questions with you. You can just try them as homework. Wherever the question is make a graph, you don't make a graph because this is my whole material. So where it is where the question says make a graph, you don't make a graph. You just construct the equation and leave it there. This one we discussed in full, so I'm not sending this image. Okay, I'll share this one. Yeah, I've shared only 2 with you, children. We finished this and this I've shared. Okay, let me share this one also. Let's see if you can finish it. All right. As I just mentioned, you don't make the graph. Just read the information and construct equations for the images I've sent on WhatsApp. Okay, so that will be a part of your assignment. I'll just stop the recording and give you some instructions. Please wait.